roasters every season because you think, it's just a season. Well, if you start adding up how much you've spent on things that you just pitch in the trash that collapse into themselves when you're taking them out of the oven, I've had so many nightmare experiences with that. How about an upgrade? How about getting yourself a beautiful DuraPan in the ultimate roaster, 11 quart capacity. It comes with this fabulous rack. This is how you'll lift that bird up and out, or a ham, or a rack of lamb, you name it. This is a must. You can do your gravies underneath. You can even put all of your roasted vegetables in here and create that one pot meal if that's something that works for you. I know I always like to minimize dishes. There's a little pour spout on the corner here, which I love. So you can drain off all of your juices and create your gravies. I know we had a great gravy separator kit yesterday. We can take a look on hsn.com together. But this is a big customer pick, as everything from the DuraPan family is, but nothing more important than having a substantial, big capacity roaster. We've got it in black, we've got it in red, and we've got one for you. If you give us a call, you've got a chance to use this for your holidays. If you don't love it, you can send it back before the end of January. But you will love it because you will use it. Maybe not every day, but when you need it for that big, gorgeous meal, you need this kind of quality. Curtis, I love this pan. It is an everything pan, I think. I love the depth, I love the size, I love everything about it.
It is such a dream.
Oh, do we freeze again? So funny. So glad that my necklace just got caught in the roasting rack. Well, I know Curtis will be back with us momentarily. One of the things that I think is so great.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. Tell us more.
I am. Sorry, Dad, I'm not sure what happened either. We're having a doozer of a day, aren't we, anyway? Have a look at this. I've thrown roast chickens in here, Cal, and I've got my little silicone oven mitts, which you need too, these little silicone handles, because what you can do is you can just slide them straight over. Now, we stand those handles straight up, and we do it for a reason. I'll explain it to you. See what we've done? The handles don't go out because then it won't fit in your oven. We stand it up to buy you a little bit more space. You can throw your silicone handle straight over there, and then you can lift that up really quite easily. Now, this is coming with the V tray, right? So you can see the size of this ultimate roaster. I've got 2 beautiful chickens in here. How do I know my chickens are cooked? Because I use my Kinetic Thermometer. And Matt's gonna hand that to me in just a moment. Thank you very much, sir. Have a look at this. I'm gonna give that a shake. It comes to life, it works off kinetic energy. Roll it on over, pull it out, go ahead and probe into the thickest part of that chicken, and it's gonna give you a digital readout. It needs to be 160 degrees, and it certainly is. So what you do next is you can go ahead and start carving your turkey, or your chicken rather. So I've got my electric knife, you go straight through the bone, you can go right on through here, carving that. You can do this at the table or in the kitchen because it's a cordless knife. So never been done before under my brand, and I'm so proud of it. You have an hour of charge, which is probably enough for 2 years of cutting, because you only ever turn it on for like a minute or 30 seconds or so. But let's get back to the roaster, Cal, because it's really cool. We give you this big, beautiful V roasting rack, right? I'll move that out of here, and then let me pick this up. In fact, I'm gonna go back to my silicone handles here, and I'm gonna pick this up because, of course, it is DuraPan. So, yes, you get all of that beautiful, generous roasting. And have a look at the cleanup here. It is the same as all of my DuraPan products, right? So easy. There's a reason we've sold over 2.5 million of these pieces of cookware, and it's that right there. Very easy to clean, no mess, no fuss. Matt, you grab that one, and I'm going back to the oven, mate, because, oh, yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. The ham is here. Now, I also have a new toy. Where is it, Matt? My ruler puller pusher. Well, thank you, bud. I'll make do until it comes out. Here's the deal. This ham, by the way, I'm not allowed to tell you this, but I'm going to be selling the most incredible ham and turkey in November, okay?
Really?
And this is one of the samples. So you're going to be very, very happy. I'm going to move this board up the front, and I'm going to grab myself another one. Thank you very much. And then what we're going to do is carve this beautiful turkey. So let me go ahead, pull this turkey out. Again, I'm using that big V, and you can see, look at that gorgeous glaze in the hand.
Look at that.
Spiral cuts. So again, when you want to actually start carving, of course, this is a spiral cut, so very, very simple. You can just go ahead, and all of these slices will literally fall straight off your ham. It is just such a lovely way. But for all of the roasting, isn't that incredible?
You know,
by the way, you really need that knife.
It occurs to me that I see it says $59.95. That is a feature price. It doesn't say that on the graphic because our normal price, our original price is $83 for the same item that you get today at a featured price of only $59.95. That should say feature because it's temporary and it's only today. This is our last day of the event. Plus there's free shipping on this. And 4 flex, so it's $14.99. You've got a new roaster that you will love because it, as you saw on the side of the screen, it will hold up to a 25-pound turkey. I mean, look at the thickness of this DuraPan. It is big in terms of its capacity. It's deep. It's got the incredible nonstick coating that nothing can stick to, even if you kept this in the oven and just boiled it down to nothing, as in no liquids. Nothing could stick. Right. Nothing is going to look, tarnish, or it won't, it really is going to look this good for year after year. Here's your black, and we have this in the red as well. Item for you is 680520. Once again, a big customer pick, Curtis.
Oh yeah, of course it is, because it's the most incredible roaster. And look at this, after roasting that big old ham, I can literally go on into the DuraPan and wipe it out. Even the baked on pieces around the side, all you do is you go in there with your towel. You can use a paper towel. Can you throw it in the dishwasher? Well, if you've got a dishwasher big enough, you can. It's a big old puppy. And that's the beautiful thing. You can never, let's be honest, you're never going to put this or any other roasting pan this big in a dishwasher. And with the DuraPan, it doesn't matter, because it's just a wipe out. It is a game changer. I'm going back to the oven, Matt, if you don't mind making me a little space, bud, because there's so much I want to show. When we're talking about the ultimate roaster, oh, now Matt brought me out my puller and pusher. Where'd you put it, bud? Right here. Oh, thank you very much. It's a 2-piece. Now, it's a ruler on one side, and it's a rack puller. So you can pull that out. You can pull this out very safely. Once you're done, of course, you can go ahead and push that back like this. So it makes life very, very simple when you've got this. We've put magnets in them, so if you want to hang them up, you just hang them up right there.
So cool.
Isn't that so cool?
That is brilliant. I have scars on my arms and my hands from burning myself reaching into an oven. I love that. That's brilliant. Here's the info on it. 716-910. I bet you do. 716-910. That's a great gift idea, too. I think everybody needs to have those. Brilliant. Oh,
another thing, Cal, is this incredible trivet that's underneath here. If you see there, we've got that beautiful, this is protecting your countertops and your dining room tables. So we go ahead and drop that down. I'm going to pick up my my pork here with my bear claws. So we have your entire Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, all the holidays totally covered, right? Now, we've got the bear claws. We have this incredible electric knife. Now, have a look at how quick and easy. I'm just removing the string first of all. This is that beautiful pork roast that we've done. Now, you can be roasting chickens, pork, turkey. It really doesn't matter. But when you can glide through it with your new electric knife, I mean, how good's that? And it's cooked perfectly every single time. So yes, you're seeing me use it as a roaster. Can I show it to you as a saute pan? Because I'd really love you to see that even the incredible surface here, and Dave's going to jump up and get a beautiful shot of this, but I'm actually going to throw some shrimp, and you can hear that sizzle. Again, no need for any oil or butter. I'll turn this up nice and high so you can see that incredible sear. I'll do it backwards. There we go. And then again, stainless steel utensils, no problem. So if you are cooking for a big mob, maybe you want to do like a dozen steaks all at once, this is the pan you're going to use. You'll come back to it again and again and again, whether you're doing stir fries, grilling steak, doing breakfast for an army. And I know our get-togethers in some parts of the country this year will be smaller, but you still are going to want to roast a turkey, right? You're still going to want to bake a ham, and that's why we've still brought you this incredible tool. Look, the entire bowl of vegetables that I can fit in there. You know, so you really can cook for a crowd very effortlessly. And I know that we're just getting back into it and cooking for your church, cooking for your community group. That's becoming important again. And maybe you don't even want to cook with other people around, but you want to bake something and you want to drop it off for someone. And this allows you to do that. And it's really, really cool.
And you know, as you're showing us I'm so glad you're showing us the bigger capacity, because you can do so much more than just bake your turkey or your roast or your ham for the holidays. Because the truth is, and you could make a small bird, or you could throw a 25-pound turkey in here. I love having more than I need, because when the family starts getting back together and our events do get a little bit back to normal, that's when you do need this kind of capacity. I mean, oftentimes I'll use mine for just braising, a slow braise on pork chops, just that slow and low, and let it sit in its juices. That's the time I pull out. I pull out my roaster way more often than just for the holidays. I'm sure you do too. I mean, it's so nice to have extra capacity. This is 11 quarts in capacity. That is perfect. Roast or beef and vegetables, and then the fact is you can use this on the stovetop, as you just pointed out, as a saute pan or a fry pan. It's great.
You're so right. Look, I've got my silicone handles in full effect here. And by the way, your trivet is never more important, okay? You need to have one of these. It will protect your countertop and your dining room table. It is time for the big one. Look at this gorgeous big turkey, and look how effortless it really is. Let me grab one more towel here. I'll lift it up and show it to you on that V-rack. So the reason we put that V-rack in is so that you can pick it up and do it very effortlessly. Maybe you don't have a pair of bear claws. Luckily I do. So I can go in here and I can just go straight into that turkey and pick that up. But it is quite heavy, so that's why we give you the V-rack, all right? So you bring it on over to your board, just like that. Now, we've actually roasted the turkey on the V-rack above the stuffing. Let me explain what I'm talking about, because you might think that doesn't even look, that looks a little strange, but let me pick it up and move that away. Now, look at this gorgeous stuffing that we have underneath here. Crispy in parts, beautiful and juicy where all that turkey juices come down. But look at it, Cal, caramelized on the bottom. I mean, does it get any better than that? You know, in fact, I just can't help myself. I'm so sorry. I know that I should use my manners, but...
No, honestly, it just looks so good. I mean, this is what holidays are all about, the classics. I love that you can do the stuffing and the vegetables and this, all of it in one pan. None of us like to do dishes. It's the worst part of any gathering, because usually there's like so many pots and pans for everything. Why not? If you need to, you can just do it all right in here. I mentioned the thickness. I want to show you. I'm going to take this out. By the way, we have less than 1,000 of these to go around. I just got an update. We have less than 1,000 of these at a featured price. Normally this is an $83 roasting pan, worth it, but it's under $60 for you today. I mean, there it is, the thickness all the way around, and is even from edge to edge, all the way through to the bottom, so you don't get those burn marks, so you don't get the hot spots. And of course, you get lots of great tips from Curtis. Nobody loves to, you can tell how much you love to cook. You and your team are amazing. I certainly wish I could pull up a chair, have a glass of wine, and dig into everything that you've made so far, Curtis. My gosh, what do you guys do for your family traditional Thanksgiving meal?
Always a turkey. It has to be a turkey for us. You know, there's something so significant about that beautiful golden bird. I mean, look at it. It just looks so wonderful, right? But look of stuffing that I just took out of here. And look at this, Cal. This would normally be a soaker, wouldn't it? But with a DuraPan, as you know, all you're going to do, I'll just do half of it so you can see a bit of a comparison. See, all the residue is down here, and up here, perfectly, you know, you can see what came off it. Okay, let's get down to the turkey, because now we're talking, okay? You need to pick up on this electric knife. It is a cordless knife, so you can do it at the dining room table, and I think that's pretty cool. It goes straight through bone. So if you want to go straight through the chicken wings, you absolutely can. I mean, look at that. I'm literally sawing straight through the bone. Now, if you want to go ahead and remove the breast, and then slice the breast perfectly for a portion, let me show you how you do it. You go straight down here, and we put a bunch of veggies in the crown up here. You're gonna see up near that crispy skin right up there. And see how I've gone through there? I'll do it from this side as well so you get to see it. All the way through that breast. Okay, now let me show you. This is a little trick that will change your Thanksgiving forever. You then pull the breast off, right, as a whole piece. And then you can get those perfect slices, Callie. See what I'm doing now?
Yum.
And with this ultimate roaster and this incredible electric knife, you will have a Thanksgiving like you've never had before.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's making me so anxious for the holidays because of the traditions that that you're showing with us. I love it. Customer pick at the high level on this, and not only this roaster, every DuraPan has gone on to become a customer pick.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, with 2.5 million DuraPans sold, this is just one piece. But you guys, in 5 years, this has become our fastest selling, most highly rated cookware brand, and across all categories, not just cooking. It really is something you should try. And this is really something every house needs to have, a great roaster. If you've got one that you've seen its better days, maybe donate it or, pass it down and treat yourself, because things just turn out better. And I'm gonna highly recommend again, don't go to the grocery store. My neighbor last year was like, oh, we'll just go get one of those disposable roast. Well, because I mean, I've never had a good experience with them. I'm sure you've never done that, Curtis, because I mean, why would you take that chance when you've got that beautiful bird and something that could collapse into itself?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this. I mean, in the time it took to carve the turkey, a giant stir fry has been done, right? And again, with the cleanup, Cal, it's just, you've seen it so many times, but you never get sick of it, do you? I mean, this giant melamine platter, look how much food I just created. And of course, your cookware will wipe out again. Now, I've got macaroni and cheese, which I tell you what, when you do it en masse, I was talking before about cooking for your community groups, etc. Where's my puller pusher? Right there. Right where I left it, says Matt. So let me go ahead and pull that out. I've got my brisket up here. I'm going to stick that back up there. Let me show you the brisket and then the macaroni and cheese. I know we're getting short on time, but it would be a sin to not show you this. I mean, imagine this as a braiser, as a slow cooker. There's just so many different uses for it. Now, I don't even know whether I'm going to be able to pick this brisket out, because Matt does such an incredible job of cooking this. Let me get myself a cutting board first of all, and I'll stick that up the front there. Actually, I'll put it right beside it. And then if you see what I can do here, I get my brisket. Oh, good, Matt. It's just holding together, mate. Look at that, you guys. I mean, so wonderful. And then if I carve that for you.
Look at the bark on that. Yum. Oh, the juiciness, the steam. Oh.
Isn't that something else?
Wow.
I mean, just so succulent and wonderful. So you'll be able to do slow cooks, braisers, stir fries, sautés. You'll be roasting, of course. And if you get the electric knife, you'll make your carving a whole lot simpler.
Exactly. It's so true. I love that electric knife. I'll get you the info. We'll put that on the side of the screen before we say goodbye to Curtis today. At this point, though, everybody, you really need to understand, we have between 350 and 400 of each of the colors. That's it. I mean, if you want the red is great. Get it. We've got like 350 or so left to go around at this featured price, and then they're gone. Here's the black, the same. I think there's about 350 left of the black. Yours is waiting, and it's gonna be delivered with no charge for shipping. It's free, it's on us. It's only $14.99 on that fourth flex for this event, our finale of our holiday prep series. Really an important thing to just get these things now. You know you've got them. You won't have to stress. There's enough to stress about every holiday season with just gifts and all the other details. This is a roaster that you will have in your arsenal forever. You will literally probably never, ever, ever have to replace this again. There won't be cut marks, even if you use that knife in the DuraPan, because this nonstick, Curtis, you've told us to use the stainless steel utensils if you'd like, if that's what you have. I mean, I prefer yours. But I mean, a lot of roasting pans have all the carving marks on the bottom and whatever. If it's nonstick, it starts flaking, and where does it end up? We eat it.
Right, that's not what we want. Right. Absolutely not. So, I mean, look, this giant macaroni and cheese. Now, I know we're cooking for a big old group here, but let me just show you the quality of the non-stick. We've had to put out 2 trays because it won't fit onto one. And if I take a little break there and bring it on over here, you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, look at the base of that pan, Dave, and just show everybody how nothing is sticking. Crazy, right? Now, of course, the cleanup, you would think from a giant macaroni and cheese for the entire village would take a minute to clean up. Well, guess what? I can go on through here, I can wipe my pan clean, and in 2 shakes, I've got a perfectly clean pan that generally looks like it just came out of the box, and it really is just something else when you're looking at that and going, no way. he didn't just cook enough mac and cheese for the entire village, did he? Well, I did. So there you go. You know, there it is. And it's absolutely fabulously delicious.
It really is, and even the outside wipes is clean.
Well done,
It doesn't even stick on the outside. Everything about DuraPan is just really impressive. You guys are really in for a treat if you've not tried it. If you're new, welcome. We've got small pieces, we've got cookware sets, we've got bakeware sets, we've got the individual pieces like this, which is a must, and it's really close to completely selling out. It's the time you need it, and so we put this at a featured price, not $83, which it is normally. It's under 60. Nice to get this on its way with you. Extended returns, you've got a chance to try it. You've got through the end of January to decide if it's for you, if it's for a guest or a gift for family members, they can too. But again, I'm not saying final and last call, but we are really, really busy on this roaster. It is probably the most essential one piece of cookware we need for the holidays. But thank you for showing us, Curtis, all the other things we can make, stir fries and huge batches of mac and cheese. But you did that beautiful brisket in there. You came out with the ham, which I can't wait for November when you launch your hams here. All of the holidays are gonna be made more special. When you've got the right tools, you've got the right food, you've got the right chef making things for you, and certainly we thank you for shopping with us at HSN. Curtis, what do you have in that last roasting pan? I'm anxious to see.
Well, when you have a group, we're talking about going away with another family for, we maybe go skiing for Thanksgiving, and I think to myself, okay, we've got 2, they've got 3, that's 5 kids in 4 hours. How do you do breakfast for that many people? You know, well, what you do is you do a giant big fry up like this. So I've got bacon, I've got mushrooms, I've got tomatoes. And then what you do is you just crack a bunch of eggs in there. So these eggs, this is what I do for you each morning when I'm cooking in my DuraPan. I'm always like, see it slide out? This will slide out in the exact same way, you guys. You do it as one big old pan, you put it down with a couple of spoons and spatulas, and you let people come and get their own breakfasts. And it really is just a beautiful way to do it. So,
yeah.
so many uses for this.
True. Great point to make. Look at that big, beautiful breakfast. Everybody can dig in, have their moment. At this point, though, less than 300 of red, less than 300 in black. You can see we're going to pass 1,000 of these sold in this airing. That is this airing. We are literally on the countdown. Don't put this one off. You will be so mad if you did, because you're going to struggle, you're going to be frustrated, and don't go buy one of those collapsibles. You spend too much money on them anyway, and they don't even come close to the performance.
By the way, Cal,
yeah,
we won't have this back in stock later in the year, so this is it. If you want it, grab it now, because they say more roasting pans get sold after Thanksgiving because everyone realizes what they didn't have. So grab it while you can, you guys, because it'll change everything for you.
Makes sense, it really does. We did have that air fryer last hour too, just as a reminder to another thing people regret not getting before the holidays. So, Chef, I can't thank you enough for being with us. I'm gonna remind everybody of several of the things you've shown us, the electric knife and other things, but have a nice couple of hours off. You back for your final show later this afternoon?
I sure am. We're back here at 5 o'clock Eastern time. So thank you, Callie. Sorry about all the technical stuff. Nice to see you.
No problem. You did a great job. Really good to see you too. Love to you and the family. All right.
Thanks.
You bet. Bye-bye. A couple of things. You got to get some of these things. The Kinetic Thermometer, phenomenal. No batteries needed. Always going to give you the precise temperatures for